This is going to be a rather quick video since I already reviewed this in depth when the car launched, but this is the hybrid version in the XSE, so the sport trim. We'll talk more about that inside. It's not all that sporty, besides some appearance bits like the dark rims, you know, and these sporty looking seats here. The handling is pretty much similar to the main one. It does have a sport mode. As you can see, we got some snow here, so I got to test out the all-wheel drive. It is good and competent. Let's kind of peek in the back here. You know, power liftgate, you get a lot of tech on this car, as I can kind of talk about. This one has the JBL sound system, which I may skip. I'll talk about that a little bit. It's the most expensive option on this car. It's $1,600 for that sound system. You could probably spend $500, $700 aftermarket and get a great sound system. Let's go check out the inside. The RAV4 is finally quite large. You can actually fit two large people in the back there, like two 6-footers. That's not true of the old model of this car. Again, I like the blue stitching there and the blue in the seats. Not totally sure, to be honest, if that has to do with hybrid or the sport model, because I know blue also is what they do for the hybrid. Okay, nice to be inside where it's warm, because it is 27 degrees out here in Dallas, which we're just not used to. Anyway, so you do get a digital gauge in there, which I thought was very, very nice. This shows you kind of your hybrid system, how that's functioning. You can check your all-wheel drive system, which is really cool. In addition to that, this is sort of very similar to the Prius. You get the Eco Score and the average MPG. So that's the lowest I've ever seen it at 21. It's usually much, much higher. There is a sport, normal mode, Eco, a normal mode, and then a sport mode. And I actually did take it on a trail, and in trail mode, you see the little rocks down there. The all-wheel drive, like, it can do a very basic trail. Nice center screen here, again with the JBL audio. It's good, but it's missing the center channel speaker. So the bass is nice. It has a surprise a little bit more later on this. There's actually eco modes for pretty much everything on this car. There's eco here. You can drive it in pure EV for a little bit, like if you're trying to not wake the kids or neighbors or might make the dog bark, something like that. There's also eco climate control. It's also very smart. You can turn off the back climate control, and it automatically turns off the passenger one, because besides my donuts, there is no passenger right now. You can option a pano sunroof on it, which is nice. It opens up the interior. I do also like that glass back there. And then this is kind of a throwback to from before cars had airbags, where there's actually storage here because they integrated the airbag up here. And again, the interior on the RAV4 has come way, way up. This is also cool. There's a mirror, but then you can also have a digital mirror, which is, for this price point, a car, a pretty cool feature. At least I thought. And of course the SOS, which you've seen me press the button in a TikTok, so you know what that does. So I think those are the main features of this car. It's just a nice car. Like, things like this I didn't think were aesthetically appealing, but because it's in the 20s now, I'm wearing gloves. It's nice to have the rubber and be able to grab that, and then this is rubberized as well. Also, good job Toyota keeping volume knobs and climate control knobs versus, you know, trying to make you press a screen or do buttons or anything like that. And then this also has some cool tech for the cold, heated windscreen. So it's like electrically heated. That's pretty cool. And then of course, heated steering wheel, power liftgate in the rear. Like I said, you get a lot of tech. Okay, so how does it drive? It drives fairly well. Sorry, I just got back from an errand, so I have to have the mask, and I'm about to go out again. It drives fairly well, actually. It's, you know, competent. It's kind of like, I had a Nissan Altima before, which was just good at everything, kind of like the Honda Accord, Toyota Camry. Those are all good at everything. This SUV is the same way. It's just a good SUV at everything. Is it particularly sporty? Even when you engage the sport mode, not really. It stiffens up the steering and the throttle response. You get the hybrid and the engine. Still not sporty, but it, you know, it's okay for a back road. But the tires actually slide more than anything. It goes tires, let it down, and then suspension. If you want a sporty SUV, this is not the sportiest, but it is comfortable. It is luxurious, and the average new car now is 35 grand. So when I get to the would I buy this with my own money, knowing cars are 35 grand, this is 39 fully spec'd out, like 37 if you skipped a couple of options and were strategic. This is an all-wheel drive hybrid SUV for about the same price as your average car now, which is 35. So I would consider this with my own money if I, you know, just wanted a kind of standard, does everything very well SUV. Like I said, I'd skip that JBL, I think, and of that 1600 for that option, you know, put like 500, 700 towards a subwoofer and upgrading some of the speakers that were already here. And it would actually be a better sound system for cheaper. The JBL is pretty good. Like I said, just missing that center channel speaker, which even the Camry and stuff have, and I thought the Corolla had. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Don't know why they didn't add that. That would almost make it worth the 1600, because like I said, it's pretty good. I mean, like I said, I promised to keep this short, so let me know any other questions or comments you have down below. Anyway, I'm gonna try to stay warm, and thanks for watching.